We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They look to throw. It's Locke. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Block. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now a 1st carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. To throw it is Locke. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, a confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. Out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Locke. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dwayne Smoot just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Beck. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights on in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
They go play action with Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Broncos' 30-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Broncos 0.
A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it. And his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Lock. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this.
Looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. On first down, it's Robinson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, Lawrence. It's going to be caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marvin Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 14-0.
Broncos nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 43-yard line.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. He's got a man, it's his tight end, that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Locke. This is caught. Touchdown. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Broncos draw a bit closer. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down and more, ETN.
And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
33 yards on the play. First down, Jacksonville.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Yes, he did.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Bradley Chubb in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. The kick by Lambo is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets them 8. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lock. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Lock to throw. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Oh, fighting off the defender. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here's Lawrence. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Jabari Zuniga in there to drop him for a loss on the play. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack and to stop him short of the first. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
I got some deep stuff, but you know, I hope we're not giving up a run, so...
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go with Thompson again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. That one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Jaguars 27, Broncos 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Here soon, it will be. Because you got to get up early in the morning.
And take it successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
His, I'll get it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Oh, man.
What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd down, Gordon once more. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Man. This is funny.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but close there quick at the end.
And that jumping like he stole something. Get your
This
man out of
offense
there.
in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Locke.
This offense, man. The fucking Jenkins.
First down as they're able to get the
What's the
3rd
point?
down conversion.
What
Gotta
was the
say, I was a
point?
little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Locke's throw taken in here by Patrick. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play. So now 3rd down coming up. Locke working out of the gun. Third time tonight, he's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to get it back here just past the 35. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said,
Oh.
why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle. Six yards left on second down. Now Lawrence. He'll find his man, LaVisca Chenault. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Oh,
and that
bullshit.
play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage
What's
at
the
the
point
50,
in
right
calling
at
it
midfield.
now?
2 yards the
Y'all
loss,
can double
second
team.
and 12.
Like, what's the point? Trash. Like, what's the point in calling a fucking double team if you're not gonna fucking double team? Like, get the fuck out of here.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
I'll just take it. Oh, get the fuck out of here.
He's brought down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put
Sound
on a
like
young
about to say
man,
that.
but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
Chart might be open. See, he might be outside.
Lawrence will throw. It's caught on the right
Oh,
side.
get out of here.
And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Oh, let me hit
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
fucking
and the
hit it,
Broncos
bro.
take
Like,
over
damn.
first down and 10.
She's fucking trash, bro. Like, come on. Give me the fucking hit stick in.
Denver offense at the line,
blow
ready to
him
go.
up.
And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 1 quarter
What's
remains
the
here
point
on
in
a
calling a
Sunday
damn
night.
man if
We'll return
nobody
with
is
more
watching
after
that man?
this. You're watching
Like,
the
come on,
NFL
bro.
on EA Sports.
Watch no fam.
Clock now on first down.
Yeah, come through the fucking ball.
Down he goes. Josh Allen, his second sack of the night.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And now here's a deep shot that's
You know what, bro? I
complete.
swear to
And it takes
God.
this one down almost all the
Like,
way
come
to the
on,
30.
man.
It's a big play there for the
I'm hitting the
Broncos.
button, bro. Like, come on, that's
Defensively, I know they have
big.
the comfortable lead
That's
here in the
big.
fourth, but they do not
Come
want to give up big
on.
plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up
He
underneath
knew
in
he
your
didn't get
coverage,
that damn ball.
and you
Like,
bring your
come on.
safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's a second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Hit this joker. Hit this joker.
From the 24, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second and goal, Locke. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down.
Bro. Third down.
Back around the 8. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Locke going to throw. He's going to drop this one. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will get it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
He was in position and he
Extra point from McManus is good. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Playing like ass, man.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Play free, bro. Play free.
And that one will bounce out the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. 71 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Was balling, but like what? He was tight roping that bitch. Like, let's go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Put some respect on my name. Put some respect on my name. That was tight. The hell out of that.
On the run, it's Robinson. Dances by him. And down
this boy
inside
is ain't the truth, bro. Legend.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A give running right, ETN. Bust through the tackle.
Bullshit.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play,
Damn, whatever, bruh.
staying in base, not
Whatever,
taking a
bruh.
chance, not blitzing, in a
Whatever,
situation where they
man.
absolutely need the football back. That's
Bullshit.
that
That is 6. Motherfuckers
If you do blitz, do you have to be
shit.
careful about where you're coming from?
Let go, bro.
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage,
And he will get this into the end zone.
Them boys
for a
cooking.
Jaguar touchdown. Travis
Ground
Etienne,
and fucking
second
pound.
touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Ground and pound. Michigan
Lambo
style.
to add on the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Jaguars 34, Broncos 14. Josh Lambo.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be
I'm
brought
gonna light
from
your
the
ass.
middle of the end zone.
Light
And the
your ass.
decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Light your ass up.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Let's go get that man.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they, unfortunately, are staring at a mini-losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter.
Hey, good blocking, you two.
No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch. But
Class A blocking right there, bro.
0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quick. And for the third time tonight,
no, we ain't got to do that. We ain't got to do that.
Picked up by the
We
linebacker,
ain't got to do
Miles
that.
Jack. Gosh, you add up
We
last
ain't
week
got
and
to do
this
that.
week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a
We ain't
game.
got to do
They've said
that.
they
Just go ahead
believe
and
in
run
him.
it.
That's being tested right here.
I need to share message him and say, hey, bro, can I go ahead and build this guy on me? What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts, my dude?
On first down.
Oh, he was about to rip.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Blitz. That's what he do, bro.
Again, a run with Thompson.
Fucking run, boy.
7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's
Brandon, I've
something.
got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Robinson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, a 22-yard scamper. And the Jags are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Broncos 14.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, my God.
Right, this one goes to Patrick.
Get out of bounds.
He'll be out right at the 35.
Get out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Lock now on first down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Malcolm Brown at 3 bills and some change comes in to drop the hammer. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I noticed you used the word sparked because
Bruh.
you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now,
Hey, boy,
the
we about
spark
to
has
take
left
it
their
again.
game, and it's been because of what you described,
Oh,
that
my
defensive
God.
pressure.
In the down. You fall in the
The
down.
Broncos on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is
He
3rd
told
and
Harris.
17.
You told Harris.
From the gun, it's Locke.
How about
He'll
say?
be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And my goodness, another interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee. Here's Logan Cook now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He'll send this away to the Rocky Mountain Knight, and it's a good one. They'll start at a 36-yard punt, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a deep ball there on
I like how
second
y'all
down,
not
but
let
it'll
me
wind
keep
up
it
incomplete.
handle on that side.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This will be caught. Judy. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big offensive explosion.
Great job with the pass. Game on. Game on. Game over. Hey. Game over. Hey. Can't be every year out of a game. Oh shit, I got to go get my string though.